We've got a big announcement from Uphold. XRP fans, get excited because this one's about you. Price talk at the end. Along with Fox Business taking a dig at XRP, but we're going to expose the loser. Speaking of losers,
due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Salted lime.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, dudes and chicks. This video is going to be a big one because we've got announcements from Uphold, along with Mark Cuban getting caught. But your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. By the way, check out BTC. 93,000. You think BTC is going to touch that 90,000? Comment down below. Linda Walker says, you're outrageous. I absolutely love your style. You make me smile while I learn so much from you. Please get well. Use a neti pot to clean out your sciences. Peace and great health to you. Yeah, I've heard so many people tell me about those neti pots. I kind of feel like I'd be like choking or like drowning if I used one of those. Scott G was first in the video, and Jeremy Touche's dropping support for the video. It says, in sickness and health, Klaus takes care of the people. We appreciate you, sir. Get well. Well, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it, and that's right. I bring you the news whether it's Christmas, whether I'm sick, whether I'm, well, guess what? I've got even more special stuff for you. I'm going to interact with you, the viewer, even more. I can't talk because I'm fucking sick. More. Blue Horseshoe 6 says, Klaus, where can I find good running shoes that won't wear out after 2 months? Dude, stay to the outro. For running fans out there for shoes, I'm going to show you what I wear. Whether I train, doing ultras, and all the other crazy dumb shit that I do. Conrad Allwood dropped some more support on the channel. Thank you kindly, sir. And you're very welcome because I love bringing you the news. Bitcoin sitting at 92,351 while ETH is still like a laggard. It's just, ETH has been really boring during this whole thing, right? Like, I think a lot of people expected a lot of oomph from the ETH ETFs, and now we get to this, and we're like, oh, girlfriend, for real? This sucks ass. XRP sitting at 211. I know the price isn't hot, but we're going to talk about that. Uphold's got something to say. We'll see if that pump is going to come on January 1st. You'll see why. BGB, look, talked about that for a couple days now, right? There was a big pump because they cut the supply. But what happens in the crypto market when we're not in the bull run? It's what everyone pumps and dumps. Girlfriend, Sol at 191.8 is at 85.7, and XLM is at 34.1. Mark Cuban criticizes meme coins as a hustle and money gamble, like a game of musical chairs with money. Now, hold up. I know some of you out there are going to be Mark Cuban fanboys, and you might sign off after this. But hear me out and tell me if this dude is not a complete fuckstick. Mark Cuban criticized meme coins as a hustle and money gamble. Okay. Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavericks announced a 5-year partnership with Voyager in 2021. See, I've been covering crypto news for quite a few years now, and I remember this kind of stuff. So in 2021, they partnered with Voyager. Fans could receive a $100 reward if they deposited $100 and traded a minimum of $10 by the end of the month. Oh, interesting. What else does happen with that? Oh my God, just a year later, July 12th of 2022, Voyager Digital Holdings, guess what? Files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Last time I checked, like, SHIB and holders and, like, Dog with Hat and, like, PayPay holders still got some money. But, like, the Voyager peeps, y'all, like, went into bankruptcy. So here you are ripping on things, right? Ripping on stupid shit like meme coins. When you peddled a total Ponzi scheme, piece of shit Voyager company to your fans and to the Dallas Mavericks, who then filed Chapter 11 a year later. You, Mark Cuban, oh, you're so full of shit. Let's speak of more full of shit stuff. Charlie Gasparino, you know who the Gasp is. Gasparino's critique of the Xrp community and Ripple's lawsuit raises questions. No, it doesn't, because here's what he said. Gasparino, one of the most prominent financial reporters, recently stated that there is no XRP army. What? Riling up the supporters for the 4th largest cryptocurrency bear market. Okay, so if there is no XRP army, then why is the volume of XRP always near, like, in the top? Is it because people don't like it? So they're like, yo, let's trade shit we don't like? That'd be kind of weird, Mark. You know, like, see what I'm saying, Charlie Gasparino? I almost said Mark Cuban because, like, I got so pissed from the earlier one. Gasparino said, according to the reporter, the community mainly consists of those who bought the coin and made insiders rich. I don't know. I zoomed out a little bit right here, and I'm looking at this 1-year chart, and I'm like, yeah, I think people that have, like, held it for longer than 6 weeks have, like, at least quadrupled their money. Some of them players got out making like what? 5.5 times their money? Just from like 6 weeks of ownership, 8 weeks of ownership? You're saying like, okay. I'm bringing this up because this is Fox Business, okay? And Fox Business, remember, is pro-crypto, but there's also people in there that are like BTC maxis. There's also people out there that just don't simply like the alts or don't like crypto at all. And when they bring up stuff like this, where they say, hey, most of the community is people that bought and made the insiders rich, is he not watching the charts? I don't know. Maybe my glasses aren't working. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me put on different glasses. Maybe these are my screwed up ones made in China special. Nope, those are my sunglasses. Okay, let me put these on real quick here because I know where these were made. And these were not made in China. Maybe they were made in Mexico. Just putting it out there. So let me put these bad boys on. Here we go. Sorry for the delay. I wanted to... Oh, shit. I'm still looking at the same thing on the screen. What the fuck? Oh, Gasparino. All right. So you got douchebags all over the place in crypto. Let's talk about something good in crypto. Because remember, my job is bringing the news, whether it's hot, spicy, naughty, relevant, so that you can make the best decision. So something big is starting for XRP and RLUSD on January 1st of 2025. Uphold just sparked reactions. Uphold, a very well-known crypto trading platform, posted something on Twitter. No, I don't want to call it X. There's chicks I call my X's, and they're going to stay that way. That's how it is. Basically, what happened is this. Uphold posted 1/1/25, little $ RLUSD, a little bit of like, you didn't say the safe word? Like, what, am I missing something here? Lots of views. This is why I wanted to highlight this, okay? This has almost 1 million views. All right, so there is definitely an XRP community out there. In terms of, Gasparino saying there isn't, well, I mean, when a company posts something like this, just one simple tweet, there's not much to this, and it gets 1 million views, yeah, that's big. Why else is it big? Is because RLUSD, does this mean RLUSD is going to come to Uphold? Oh, okay, girlfriend. So there are things with the alts that move and make money. There is news that's good. Are we going to have to deal with some poopy times in the near term? Yeah. We know it's going to be fine. We've known that volume is going to suck absolute balls here for the rest of the year, because no, it's not like volume's going to pick up for New Year's, right? It's people have made their plays. We might get a little uptick on Monday and Tuesday and just kind of poop back down. And then, hey, we'll be into 2025. And then we'll be like, hey, in a couple weeks in 2025, we get new leaders and we get them to start working on the new regs. And, we get a CPI data. And we also get a Federal Reserve meeting, which we're expecting a pause. But the market's already priced that in. So when we get the pause, we're not going to freak out. See what I mean? We digested bad pill after bad pill after bad pill. And yes, there are still more bad pills out there, like Mark Cuban criticizing memes while he shills companies that bankrupted in less than a year later. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry, Mark Cuban. I'm sorry. So that's what you got. Uphold big announcement. Crypto market volume down even more. Look at this. 80 billion in 24-hour volume. That's not good. We've also seen it swing more to the Bitcoin season. When the volume was swinging hot in our direction, because I'm an alt fan more than I'm a BTC fan, all of a sudden, you saw that's when the alts roared. Now that the BTC dominance takes over, you're starting to see more and more of the crap that we don't like. The pumps and dumps in the market, right? I talked about BitGet. BitGet did a huge move with their token, and now look at this. Watch what happens when I go to the 7-day. That move that they made right here on the 7-day, guess what? That move, they've erased it already. This move was made here about their token burn, all right? That was on December 27th. They were hanging out right here at 7.18, took it up over to 8.30. Now we're at $6. So they did something good. People bought it, dumped it, gone, made their money. Yeah, that's the world we're back in. What's scary about this, and especially for those that have been watching this channel for more than 2 months. No, I'm not knocking on you new viewers, but we've talked about this, okay? Those who have watched this for over 2 months, okay? You're gonna know we talked about this. These are those times where it's just pumps and dumps in crypto, right? I mean, yeah, it is all about choo-choo bitches and all that too, but Pumps and dumps. We've talked about that before. Lots of thumbnails regarding pumps and dumps. Is that going to be the thumbnail of this one? I don't know. I do my thumbnails at the end. I don't do them at the beginning. I'm not a typical YouTuber. I don't like these glasses either, so I'm putting on these other ones. Maybe this will make things look different. No, still same thing. Damn it, Klaus. So, yeah, pumps and dumps in crypto, and I don't like that. And the reason I don't like that is then because a lot of people go through some big pain train sells because they can't handle the fluctuations of the market. And that's when things get scary, okay? A lot of us out there watching, okay, I've been doing this for quite a few years, okay? I've been doing it on YouTube for quite a few, and I was into crypto a few years before that. So I've seen these moves. I'm not shocked by them. Market goes up 10, 20, 30%, 10, 20, 30% down. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do some news. Let's move on. Let's roll. You know, what's going to happen next week? Next week, something. That's just how it is. But for new players getting into this, especially at these big prices, yeah, these movements, these downward pressures, these oscillations of price can become very scary, especially if you're sitting there, you know, buying at the 230, 240, 250 range when the volume was absolutely bonkers going, bro, we're at 212. What's the deal? Well, the deal is short-term pressure because those who have put the pressure on us over the last couple of years are still in charge. So we're going back to short-term pumps and dumps, long-term juicy goodiness. Why? Because come January 20th, that's when things change. And no, that's not when the switch flips and everyone's like, oh, we're going to be mega rich. No. It's nothing like that. That's when the people that are in power now are gone, and that is day one. Day one for us to start changing things. Okay? Not undoing stuff because that sounds bad, but changing things, enhancing things, making things better, not taking steps backwards, but taking steps forward. Getting regs, getting stablecoin juicy goodiness, maybe getting some power taken away from the SEC. That would be nice. Getting more capital to flow into crypto. What if we could come up with some sort of FDIC insurance for exchanges? That would certainly help out the industry, wouldn't it? I mean, banks have FDIC insurance, and banks have done all sorts of stupid shit with their money. I mean, how many times has Wells Fargo been fined billions of dollars for illegal practices? I mean, and they're insured, so I mean, like, why can't these exchanges do it? Except Voyager, not them, because they filed for bankruptcy, and Mark Cuban hoarded them to his fans and, like, his people with the Dallas Mavericks, and Mark Cuban, you know, is the same guy that rips on meme because he thinks it's a game of musical chairs with money. Well, Mark Cuban, you got paid for that, son, and the people that lost their money, well, they got wrecked. So, yeah, enjoy that one. Salted lime, and when you're sick, it doesn't taste good. Well, I mean, it doesn't taste good when you're not sick either, but holy shit. Oh, and shoe fans, stick around. Nuevo Spatos. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hopefully I got to prepare my Spanish. But yeah, short-term pain. For us veterans, this is just another day. Like, seriously, this is... what day is this? I don't even know. This is December 29th. It's a Sunday. Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels because we've gone through the trenches for the last couple years. But if you're new to the game, these things can scare you. And I can totally understand why. Because you're watching oscillations like you don't see in housing, like you don't see in gold markets or traditional securities markets, right? So that's where the whole risk-reward comes into play. And that's where the pumps and dumps thing becomes scary. Because there's some of you watching right now that are freaking awesome at it and have made a ton of money playing pumps and dumps. I talk to Trick about that quite often, about pumps and dumps. The funny thing is we haven't said it in a while because the market's been juicy overall. But now that we're starting to see big-time, big player announcements comes out, like BitGet and all that kind of stuff, pumping super high and then all of a sudden like crashing even lower than when they made the big announcement, yo, that is the market telling us be ready for some short-term pain train with pumps and dumps. All right, so that's crypto stuff. So the fans asking about the shoes. Everyone knows, like, I'm a big ultra runner. I love running. I also run shorter races, too. Fitness races. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I love cycling. I just love being, like, outside. I love mountain climbing, too, and all that. Shoes that don't wear out. These are my Brooks Trace 3 race shoes. Fairly lightweight, cushioned. These have over 400 miles on them. And look at the tread pattern. There is still tons of tread on here. And I've run trails with these. I've actually run ultramarathon road 6-hour events with these. Over 400 miles. I've run in horrible weather here. Now that I cleaned up the sole, look how clean that is. That's 400 miles of use. And look at the foam. Even the foam is looking juicy on that thing. And They come in really cool colors too. Like, look at this. I think this is pretty awesome. I thought this was going to be more solid yellow, but it was still broken up pattern like this one here, but still cool. You can get like specialty running shoes anywhere. I like these because I find a lot of good value in the Brooks Trace 3. They make them in wide sizes, and I can run ultras in these as well as fast, like 5Ks and fast speed workouts. And they last super long. I use actually Brooks for everything. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. Oh my God, Brooks, if you want to sponsor me, my whole freaking family runs in Brooks shoes. Reason I get them is because they last so long. I run lots and lots, and not just run like even basketball. I'll wear these to play basketball. I'll even wear my glycerins to play basketball in, and they just hold up well. You know, like I've had those shoes for over a year, and I rotate quite a few pairs, to be honest with you. I rotate quite a few pairs, so the foam's always nice and expanded and good. But they hold up, and they fit good, and they got different sizes and widths and stuff like that, and cool colors, and honestly, they hold up. And for me, that's been like the biggest thing. I had a pair of Asics that was my fast session shoes. I barely got 250 miles on them before they were gone. And you could tell, like, by my strike pattern, I am not a heel striker or anything like that. Like, I am a very, like, even plant, like, runner. Like, I push off a lot of my toe. That's kind of like my big one here is I have a lot of push off on. So, yeah, I don't wear them out. And my Asics were all, like, just totally, like, worn in here. And I mean, like, weirdly worn. And it was quick. So, paid good money for them. So, yeah, there was a shoe review for you at the end of a crypto video. But that's how it is on this channel. I do it for you, the fans. So, how do we end videos? Well, new viewers, you're going to learn, just like you're going to learn the crypto oscillations in the market like this suck. Existing viewers, help them out by saying it loud and choo-choo bitches.